Okay, welcome back. Last time we started to make our way through Smile Hirasaka, and today I'm starting the episode by actually going on a little bit of a detour. So, first things first, I want to go to the Time Castle over in Rengadai, because I want to buy a skill card. Specifically, I want to buy a skill card for Garula, because I want to teach Garula to something. Because I remember the next boss is weak to wind, and I don't really have many wind-using personas. So, while I'm here, let's also make a quick trip to the Velvet Room. So I want to fuse Agrippa, who doesn't really have great affinity with most of my party, but hey, that'll be okay. And I'm actually gonna... Oh, I can't teach him Boot. In that case, I'll just leave his stats as is. And Poisma isn't exactly going to be helpful, but eventually he gets Aguilau, he gets Megiddo, he gets Cursed Name, and his final move is Agidyne, which is kinda cool. And honestly, having Agidyne would be quite nice, because hey, that's like the upgrade from Aguilau. Okay, so now I also want to get some use out of these Temperance cards. I'll get the Phoenix way later, but for now I'm going to fuse Stymphalides, so we can that and teach it Garula. So now we'll also have this, which is a Wind persona, and, well, it nulls Wind, and it will also gain a whole bunch of Almighty spells by the looks of things. I don't think I've ever actually used Stymphalides in a playthrough before, so this is gonna be a new persona for me to be using. I'm sure that at some point maybe I fused it and just didn't really use it all that much, but I don't remember ever, like, properly using it in a previous playthrough. Okay, so, now let's take on a couple of new personas. I'll switch out Mars for Agrippa, and I'll switch out Jack Frost. Actually, no, no, yeah, I feel confident having switched out Jack Frost. I feel like that was the right decision. I will reorganize these at a later time. Now, I'm also going to return a couple of my personas. And by that, I mean I'm going to return Mars, because I don't think I need it anymore. And now we get the Strength Source. The Strength Source is going to be quite helpful for me, because the Strength Source is an item that I can equip to... what is everyone's stats looking like? Who needs Strength Boost? Honestly, it might not be a half bad idea to give it to Maya. But no, for now, I think... Actually, you know what? For now, I'll just give it to Ulala and let her become more powerful with it. So, basically, it is just Strength +1 on level up. And that could be very, very helpful at a later time. And you know what, while I'm here, it doesn't cost much. I'll recoup the loss from it in like one fight, so I don't feel too bad about just quickly running and healing here. Okay. Now then, back to Smile Hirasaka we go. I do still need to finish whatchamacallit, filling out the map. I still need to finish off filling the map out, but hey, we should be okay here. And does anyone else have good... How does everyone work with Stymphalides? I mean, everyone's fine with it, so yeah, sure, why not? Nanjo, you can level that up for me. And also, I greatly appreciate how it's just a straight run to the stairs from here. I can just jump myself all the way up to the 3rd floor where I need to be, and we can start clearing out, not clearing out the place, we can start making our way through. Also, I now have access to way more wind spells, which is going to be quite handy. I don't remember what all of these things are weak to, but I'm going to cast Poisma, so I'll cast Poisma so I can, you know, do something. Oh, I only have a single target for a lot of these. Okay, this first fight is going to be a little bit rougher than I would have liked. It was still very easy, so I don't need to worry about it. If I ever get myself into a really bad situation, I do remember a couple of the negotiations. Like, I do remember how to negotiate with a couple of enemies. So should the situation call for it, I may be able to just talk no jutsu my way out of it. And I don't know when or where I first heard the term talk no jutsu, but man, it just works. Okay. So that was a great little laugh from Principality there. Not gonna lie, I kinda like this design for Principality. I think I prefer the eventual... I think I prefer the design it has in modern Persona and mainline Shin Megami Tensei. Like, I think that's really cool. I love that design. Honestly, okay, this might sound a little bit weird. I feel kind of bad that it's one of my favorite designs for the Orders of Angels. Among the Orders of Angels, I think it has one of my favorite designs. Unfortunately, it's one of those ones that it's fairly early on. I think it's like the second order, so it's not exactly a super high one. So unfortunately, you see it kind of like more early and possibly like early going into the mid game, but never like as a late game one. Like it's never getting up there with one of the higher level ones. It's always before power, I think. Okay, we got a stat boost for aggro repair. That's kind of nice. I chose a great time to ramble on about this and completely forget the order that they are. I know that in SMT5 they reintroduced cherubs, like the cherubim, and I know that they're like super high. And those ones, I'm pretty sure in SMT5, I think they're like level 50 or 60 something. Like they are a very high level one in SMT5. Like I remember that much for certain. Okay, we also... Waifu got knocked out, so he actually level up. Anyway, one thing I will definitely say, is I really like the redesign that the just base generic Angels got in SMT5. Like, I understand that the classic... Like, I understand that, you know, the SMT Angels classic look is always going to be super popular, and I don't know if they'll ever, like, you know, fully switch some of the designs over, and I can kind of appreciate the current one that it has, where it's like the kind of angel in bondage, I guess it's meant to be representative of how it can be blinded by faith or whatever, or something, I don't know, I'm not, you know, I don't know what the term is. Anyway, and then in SMT5, they changed them, and they're more like kind of clockwork angels, and they look so cool. Like, I love the redesign they got in SMT5. Speaking of redesigns that things got in SMT5, it actually was from SMT4 Apocalypse. I really hope that they just go, yeah, this is the design for Odin going forward. Because Odin's redesign in SMT4 Apocalypse looks so much cooler than he ever looks in Persona. Like, I don't know, maybe we get super lucky and in Persona 6 someone has Odin as their ultimate Persona. Because no one in Persona has had Odin before. Hell, no one in Persona has had 4 before. Has anyone ever had a Norse one before? Yes, a couple of people have had Norse ones. Whatchamacallem. Either Hiko had Tyr, I think. Tyr is a person in Norse mythology. If I recall correctly, he has like one arm or one hand because Fenrir just bit the other one off. I'm pretty sure that was him. And I want to say Ayase also had Freya, who was like the queen of the Valkyries. But after them, I don't think there was ever another Norse persona as someone's ultimate. Actually, I can mentally just quickly run through these. In Persona 3, it's all like Greco-Roman. Like, it's all Greek or Roman. With one exception. I think Ken's base persona is from Hindu mythology, I believe. Like, I think Ken's... Like, I think... Wait. No, sorry. I had it the wrong way around. Nemesis is from Greek mythology. That's his base persona. His ultimate persona, Kalanemi, is from Hindu mythology, I think. I might be wrong on that, so don't quote me on that. And then in Persona 4, it's all Japanese themed. And then in Persona 5, they're more like... the Personas in 5 are more historical. They're more either based on historical fact or based on literature. And I think that's really cool. So I'm really looking forward to seeing just what kind of... I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of new personas we get for the cast in Persona 6. Whenever we eventually get Persona 6. I want to believe it'll be sometime this decade. Genuinely, I love this series. I want Persona 6. I want Persona 6, he says, having still not gotten around to playing Metaphor ReFantasio. Okay, this is where... I think I've mentioned this previously, but, if nothing else, I guess I'm committing to the bit. I got... hang on, just a second. So, hang on. Okay, so, I got a PS5 for Christmas last year. I still haven't played it. Like, I still haven't taken it out of the box. And, honestly, part of it was just like, hey, okay, I'm gonna wait a bit. You know, I have other games I want to play first. I'll, you know, wait a bit, get around to it. And then a couple of months passed, and it's like, I still haven't played this. I'm starting to feel bad about it. But then the joke kept getting funnier the longer I just left it in the box. So it is September, and I still haven't opened it. I still haven't taken it out of the box. I'm doing, yeah, it's a questionable choice on my part, but, you know, yeah, we are. But yeah, I do need to play Metaphor ReFantasio at some point. I fully intend on playing it. Because by pretty much every account I've heard, yeah, that's another absolute banger RPG from Atlus. Like, once again, Atlus continues to not miss. And, okay, so, here's the thing. As much as I love Persona, well, you know me, if I adore this franchise, this series. It has probably become it's one of, if not my favorite series in games. It's definitely my favorite RPG series, especially after Pokemon has. I will talk more about my thoughts on Pokemon and when the last Pokemon game I liked was in a bit. But yeah, like Persona is just really good, typically across the board. However, one thing I will say is I'm a bit... I don't want to say upset. I'm going to go with disappointed that instead of getting a Persona 6, we got Persona... Okay, I know that P5X is a gacha game made by, like, an entirely separate company or whatever, but it's a little bit disappointing to me. It's a little bit disappointing to me, mostly just because... Okay, so... This is gonna sound weird. This might sound a little bit weird, but I fully believe you will understand what I mean. Like, part of the cool thing of the Phantom Thieves was, like, hey, it was only a few of them. And yes, part of the cool factor was, yeah, anyone could be one. But then you actually get Persona 5X, and it's like, some of these character designs are really good. Like, I really like some of the character designs in there. And I'm sure some of them have really cool personas and stuff. And it's a gacha game, so of course it was going to get the cast of Persona 3 and more than likely 4 at some point. But my gripes with that are not for now. No, because well, let's just say, yeah. Anyway, my point, my main point for it is just like, I think in a way, Syndrome was right. You know? When everyone's super, no one is. Honestly, I haven't watched The Incredibles in years. I should rewatch that movie. That movie was great the last time I saw it. Also, did I just want an excuse to pull out when everyone's super, no one is? Maybe. Who knows? Okay, we found the Leader's Manual. What does this do? Leader's Manual. That is +2 strength, vitality, and agility. Yeah, sure, Maya can keep a hold of that. I should probably patch up possession, though. But yeah, but I am really looking forward to seeing just kind of what we'll get in Persona 6 in regards to, like, hey, so what kind of inspirations are we getting both for the base personas and people's ultimate personas? Because, well, historically, these have been kind of just winners. And I hate saying it. I really hate saying it, but man, there's probably going to be someone gets Susanoo again. It's like, look, I get it. It's popular, I suppose. Maybe it's applicable to a lot of the characters. But can we please have some... But can we get something else? Like, it's a regular persona that you can get in 2 and in 3. That's fine. In Persona 1, it's Masao's ultimate persona. In Persona 4, it's Yosuke's. And in Persona 5, it's Yusuke's. Like, okay, I get it. It looks cool, it's popular and everything. But can we please get something else? Like, I don't know, man. I would just like to see more things, more of a, like, people, more of a people, literature characters, things from mythologies, and, you know, other deities and stuff. It's like, I get it. It's a cool one, but not everyone needs to have the same one. Okay, I know that they're probably, like, all different interpretations of it. Like, because Yosuke has just Susanoo, but Yusuke has Kamu Susanoo, and I don't know the difference. I'm sure that there's probably, like, I'm sure that probably is, like, an actual important difference that I'm completely just missing the entire nuance of here. Also, I just realized I've been here, like, 20 minutes, and I've not gotten very far. But hey, we are making good progress in terms of clearing out the map, so that's good. And hey, if nothing else, it means I'm probably not going to have to do all that much grinding at a later time. Which is probably for the best, because I remembered what happens directly after I finish this dungeon. Like, no downtime or anything. I remembered what happens directly after I finish this dungeon. So, that could be a minor inconvenience for me, but hey, we'll manage. I'll manage. So what was I talking about other than that? One persona to have more variety and stuff. Oh, yeah, right. In SMT5, you also have, like, some absolutely amazing new designs. Both in the fields of redesigns for older personas and some of the new personas. Like, if they make... Like, I want the Lougarou, but kind of like... they're meant to be, like, French nobility-looking werewolf. Like, I really hope they make it in SMT5. No, sorry, into Persona 6. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like Mananagal? I don't know how to pronounce it. It's from... I don't remember exactly which one it is. It's somewhere in Southeast Asia. I want to say it's Thai folklore? Oh, and it's like a person who, like, can kind of, like, split themselves in half. Often they, like, drink blood. Like, that could be a really cool thing to have as a persona. And, you know, and honestly, okay, so this is where I'm just gonna take a moment to shill persona. This is where I'm just gonna take a moment to shill SMT5. Actually, please play Shin Megami Tensei 5. That game is amazing. Like, that game is so good. Like, I adore SMT5. And I think SMT5 Vengeance maybe justified its existence as as like a re-release of a previously released game more than almost any other re-release Atlus has done. And that's saying something, because Atlus's re-releases are typically very much on the higher quality side in the industry, let's be honest here. And look, I said I was gonna be shilling, and that's exactly what I'm doing. But yeah, SMT5, I cannot recommend it highly enough. But SMT5 Vengeance, I think its biggest advantage in terms of just like what really sold me personally in terms of it being like a quality re-release was the fact that they just went, hey, so you start the game and immediately they just go, okay, right off the bat, here is your choice. Do you want to go with the Canon of Vengeance, which was the new stuff, or do you want to play the original release of the game? And I just think that's fantastic. So like, hey, do you want to play the original release? Okay, cool, now do you want to play the other version that has all of the new stuff as well? Because I will say, SMT5 Vengeance does redo certain areas. Like, you do go through a lot of the same places. Like, one area is basically just a recolor of another place for this, but you know what? The game's really good. And also, they also went and just... Atlus just went, yeah, so, we released SMT5, and we had the super boss. I love how, for the super boss in 5, it just... like, there's basically the portal that, like, teleports you into it. And the game outright will just go, no, you aren't high enough level for this. You will die. If you are not a certain level, it will basically just tell you, no, you aren't ready. Come back later. I think it's like, you have to be level 80 or something to try it. And, okay, so... I mean, this shouldn't come as a surprise. Atlus's sound team just never misses. Like, Atlus's sound team is amazing. But, like, when was the last time you played a game made by Atlus that had a bad soundtrack? The answer is probably never. Okay, maybe, like, a super, super old one. I don't know what the Jack Bros soundtrack was like. But also, that was on the Virtual Boy, so does that really count? I say that, I've never played it. I'm gonna be honest, even though they showed the new, like, Virtual Boy thing in that Nintendo Direct, I'm probably still not gonna buy it. So, yeah, I'm probably gonna live my life never playing Jack Bros. I'm sorry, can you ever forgive me? Am I going the right way? I'm now going the right way. I was going the wrong way earlier. Okay, we have one more floor to do. Honestly, I think I might start just running from fights, because I think I actually am starting to be over-leveled. Oh yeah, right, I found a weapon for Baofu in the sewers that gave him higher crit chance. That's kinda rad, actually. I kinda like having that. Okay, there we go. Up we go to floor number 4. So we just have this floor left to do, and then we can be on our way, fight the boss, and finish this off. I don't even remember what day this episode's supposed to be going up. I think this is... I don't remember if this is a Wednesday or a Friday episode. It will be one of them. I love how fair negotiation together is Barufu just being like, so I have this, and Katsuya basically just going, that's a crime though. Like, okay, but Katsuya, be cool for once. Like, can you just be cool for once and just chill? And that's just, Katsuya would not be cool and chill for once. Although, I do love how in this game you get various little kind of like tidbits and little bits of information about Katsuya, and he is an interesting guy. Like he talks about how he ends up going to like fast food places a lot because he's super busy, you know, being a cop and all. My favorite one is he plays the lute. Katsuya can play the lute. And I think that's a really cute, neat little detail. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. And then, I don't remember. Actually, I think it gets mentioned as part of the story later, so I won't mention it here. You know what? I think I have one. I think it's called a devil capote. Capote. I don't know how to pronounce it. Thing that reduces the encounter rate. I think I'm gonna quickly use that so I can, you know, keep a little bit more flow going. Anyway, so I said earlier I was gonna loop myself back around to talking about Pokemon because oh no, it's the disguise kit, the devil cup, it increases the encounter rate. Okay, so as you are probably very well aware, hang on, wait, there's information here. I bet the seminar's already started, the door's locked. This building's design is somewhat outdated. If we can find an air duct, it's possible for us to check what's happening inside, but the question is where it's located. Flashback? Flashback to Innocent Sin? That is a comically large air duct. I don't actually know. I love the dramatic zoom in. The dramatic zoom in is kind of everything there. But yeah, so I saw a post on Tuesday, I think it was. It was earlier this week. And it was basically a timeline of all of the Pokemon remakes. And it was ranging from Mistake, I think it was like Mistake, Downgrade, On Par, Upgrade, Replacement. And from left to right, it was BDSP, Let's Go, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, Fire Red Leaf Green, and Heart Gold Soul Silver. And I was kind of just left thinking about it for a bit. And I mean, I skipped over Let's Go and BDSP because I just didn't have any real interest in them. So my opinions on those are kind of just blank. And overall, I don't like saying a remake should ever be an outright replacement for the original. I think it should be an alternative, but never a replacement. However, I can't see myself ever really willingly going back and playing original Gen 1 or Gen 2 over Fire Red, Leaf Green, or Heart Gold, Soul Silver, unless it's specifically in the context of I want to replay the originals just to see how jank they are. Okay, Power Magatama, okay. Because, like, those games have some jank to them. Or also just to see the really good sprite work, because, like, I have issues with old Pokemon, but some of that sprite work was amazing. And I do think original Gold, Silver, Crystal is actually a technical marvel on that system. Like, the fact that they managed to cram Kanto in there at all is impressive. Like, do I think it's implemented particularly well? Not really, but I cannot fault them on that. The fact that they managed to get that in there at all, Like, the fact that they managed to have the two regions at all is a technical marvel to me. On the original Game Boy, or at least Game Boy Color. Anyway, so basically, I think that Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and Fire Red Leaf Green are like replacement level for the originals. Although I do hate saying that a game should be replaced by its remake, but I can't really see myself willingly playing the originals again. Okay, we still have a fair bit to do. Then I got to Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, and I think they are an upgrade. I think they are a direct upgrade for Ruby and Sapphire. I think they're on par with Emerald. And I have to say, I think they're on par with Emerald, because, well, one, new gameplay mechanics and everything, the inclusions of all the Mega Evolutions and stuff is cool. Also, the inclusion of, hey, we made the Eon ticket, like, you know, normally gettable, was kinda nice, actually. And then I kinda just had to sit and think, like, is the Delta episode, like, I basically had to sit and think, Delta episode versus Battle Frontier. And my takeaway, my thought process was, you know, the Delta episode, it's not great. It's basically like, I don't know, like 45 minutes to an hour, maybe 2, of just like, go here, fight this trainer who's like 20 levels lower than you. And just do that multiple times, and then at the end, it's like, okay, now you fight Wallace again. Now you fight Zinnia. And I thought that was cool. And then you catch Rayquaza, and then you fly on Rayquaza into space and catch Deoxys. I thought that was cool. I thought that was super cool. I really liked that. Like, I don't think it's perfect by any means, but I kind of have a soft spot for the Delta episode. And then I had to think about what Emerald had in comparison. And that boiled it down to the Battle Frontier. And my main thought on the Battle Frontier is, it's not great. Like, I love the concept of the Battle Frontier, but realistically, how many of the battle facilities are actually fun? And how many of them do you actually, like, want to play? Because I'm gonna be honest, the only one I ever really liked was the Battle Factory. Okay, so, I've made it here. I will continue this fort in a bit. I'll continue this fort once I, you know, have done this, and once I've done this, and I'm on my way. I do still need to check out, like, one little bit and finish off the map, though. But we are close to the end of this dungeon. So this episode might end up being a little bit longer. I'm gonna call the guys in. Take the vent cover off. Hey guys, you can come in now. We found it. Isn't it a bit weird that Maya could just remove it? Anyway, whatever. Let's move. I don't want to get caught hanging out. I don't want to get caught hanging out in a women's restroom. Bad, especially because, you know, you are, well, one, it would be bad in general. Two, you are also a cop. So that'd be double bad. Hey, isn't that Genji Sasaki? Well, I don't see Iwanglong Chizuru around. Hey, watch where you put your hand. I love how they have the dragon there, and it's just the very conspicuous machines. Can you people answer why you were born? Why you are living the way you are? So, this is Genji Sasaki, the young producer of the group Muses. His fortune of success came true. I feel like I've met him before and detest the guy. Rightfully so, he's kind of awful. lives wandering aimlessly, though not satisfied, there are no efforts made for change. The one thing to do is to begrudge others. That is sin. That is kagare. That's how the Joker consumes people. Oof, that guy's lost it. But your worries are fully understandable. Not knowing what to do, not knowing how to live, that's right, not having a dream. That is why we have Wanglong Chizuru, we have Wanglong Fortune Telling. It is time for the... It is for the common man. Here I have Chizuru-sama's statue of a sacred dragon, Fukugi. I don't know if I pronounced that right. If you believe Chizuru's words and touch the statue, you'll be cleansed. Now, be reborn into innocence. Is it the same kind of machine as in the lab? It absorbs humans' sins. That can't be. Ah, I feel so bright and happy. I've now become innocent, right? Let's think positive. Fire, they stole your motto. So, what are we gonna do? Catch Sasaki or destroy the machine? Either way, with all those people, they're gonna get mixed up in it. Let's start a fire. Haven't you had enough fires? Besides, I don't think Katsuya would let you start one right in front of him. Actually, I think it's a good idea. The hell? Unbelievable! You were always yapping about justice, justice, justice. But when it's Maya, anything's okay, huh? No, I meant... Oh, now this is a big surprise. With cops like this, the country really is finished. I see. Hey, stupid. Look up. It says gullible on the ceiling. A fire alarm, huh? Well, as long as people believe there's a fire, we don't need to actually set one. How about burning some trash at the duct too? If we make a little smoke, it should be more effective than just an alarm. Let's split into two groups. One sends smoke and charges in, while the other sets off the alarm. Hey, does everyone think I'm stupid? If you ask me, there's something wrong with you guys for being able to stay so calm at a time like this. Your reaction is relatively normal. Everyone's just used to these situations. What I don't understand is Miss Amano. Where's your deja vu originate from? Oh boy, my favorite sound. Let's go. The guys are waiting for us. Damn, that Baofu pisses me off. He calls me an idiot all the time. Okay. So, what was I saying? Okay, yeah. Battle Frontier. Yeah, the only one I ever really liked was the Battle Factory. And that one's just like, hey, you rent Pokemon, that aren't yours, and you do battles. And yeah, I quite liked that one. That's the only one I've ever been super fond of. But I don't know, I've never been the biggest fan of the Battle Frontier. In concept, I love it. In execution, I think it's never exactly the most enjoyable. Mostly because it ranges. It loves running the entire range, and by the entire range, I mean it goes from being just comically, laughably easy to actually just cheating in an instant. And I think that is a little bit on the annoying side, actually. Like, I think the Battle Frontier is a really fun little novelty. I like that it exists. I don't need it in the games. Like, I'm more than happy to play Pokemon without it. It's like the following Pokemon mechanic in Heart Gold, Soul Silver. It's nice that it's there. I don't need it to be there. Like, cool, it's nice that it exists, but this isn't going to be a make or break thing for the game for me. Like, I'm not buying the game solely because of it. Like, it's not the thing that's selling me the game. And all of these things weak to. Oh, whatever, it'll be fine. It'll be fine, I say. Oh, okay. Aguilau just works, okay. You know what, we're just gonna throw hands. We'll just throw hands, that'll work. But yeah, so, at the end of, like, thinking about all of that, it kind of just, like, I kind of just sat there thinking, like, hey, what was the last Pokemon game I played? Like, what was the last new Pokemon game that I played and genuinely, wholeheartedly enjoyed? Have I missed one tile somewhere? I missed one tile all the way over there. Okay, we're running it back. We are running back. But yeah, so I sat there and I thought about it and I thought about it and I thought about it. And I go back and forth on Sword and Shield. I go a little bit back and forth on Sword and Shield. I've reached a point with Sword and Shield where I don't think I'm not a huge fan of it, but I'm not offended by it. I'm not offended by Sword and Shield like I am with Scarlet and Violet. Scarlet and Violet offends me. What was I saying? Okay. Like, Scarlet and Violet, I do not see myself ever playing that again willingly. Like, maybe in a few years. Like, maybe in a few years, I'll give it another go. But, ugh. Like, I will load that game up every now and then when they have a code to be like, hey, he has a free shiny legendary or something. Which reminds me, people who do play Scarlet and Violet, or have Scarlet and Violet, and haven't played it in a while, I think, as of the time of this video coming out, the shiny Treasures of Ruin should still be available. This is my one attempt at shilling Pokemon this is my one shill that Pokemon will be getting as a peace offering. So, I also want to play Sun and Moon again. I want to play Sun and Moon again because it's been a long time since I last played them, and I really didn't like them, but now that I have... But, like, I just want to see, like, Sun and Moon, if I have speed up to make the first few areas... You know, if I have speed up to make the first few hours bearable, is the game fun? Like, will I like that game after I get through the first few hours without it taking, you know, hours? And I think that's an interesting concept for me, so I do want to replay Sun and Moon at some point. I completely skipped Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon because I really didn't want to play it again. Which is honestly kind of a shame, because I have heard that Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon do fix a lot of the problems of Sun and Moon. Wait, I'm broke again. How am I broke again? Does possession take money away? Do you lose money while you're possessed? Because I've apparently been hemorrhaging money, and I don't think I was ever this broke before. Well, that was a not great decision on my part, apparently. Okay, questionable choices were made, but hey, here we are, we live, we learn, we hang on the edge of tomorrow. I know I've done that joke before, but I don't know, it sounds cool. I've never actually played Sonic Adventure 2 very much, but hey, let's not think about that right now. So yeah. So I was then thinking about it, and it's like, okay, cool. what was the last Pokemon game I loved? Like, the last Pokemon game I could wholeheartedly recommend, and without any ifs, ands, or buts, just like, I like this game. Like, unquestioningly, not a moment of doubt, just I like this game and think it's great. And I will tell you, just as soon as the boss fight starts. What are you people? Don't blame me if you're consumed through your actions. I'm trying to get rid of everyone's Kagare. If it's that easy, no one would struggle. Stop confusing these people with your foolish superstitions. Exactly. As much as we want to ask you, you best as worry about you rather than the machine. I'm not talking. This is an outrage. Someone get a lawyer. Will someone please shut this guy up? Maya, you know what to do. What are you doing? Stop! Something terrible will happen. Don't! Maya gets to do it because she has two. That's not very good. It can't be. It has its own will. Oh man, did you see that? It went inside that guy's body. Hey, you alright? I warned you that something horrible would happen. I see. Extracted Kagare from the people are themselves Joker. A persona born of sin. No wonder it keeps gaining power. This is on a completely different level than before. Keep your guard up. Okay, boss fight time. So, the last Pokemon game I wholeheartedly loved was Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, which kind of hit me really badly when I realized, oh no, this game was a decade ago. It's actually longer. It was actually 2014 and we're in 2025. So there hasn't been a Pokemon game that I wholeheartedly loved in 11 years at this point. And I would love for that to change in the near future. Like, I would love for that to change and for me to have another Pokemon game and be able to go back to and be like, yeah, this game rocks, actually. And I was really hoping that Legends Arceus would be that. Well, my thoughts on Legends Arceus are unfortunate. Like, Legends Arceus... Oh, this is going badly. Oh, hold on. Okay. Maya... Ooh, no, I don't need a status screen. I need Maya to use Mediarama, and Biofu can use a Revival Bead to bring Ulala back up. And then we should be good to go. Hopefully. If nothing else, we should be patched up for a little bit. I should maybe look at getting things that are immune or at least resist Earth onto the field. Okay. I will revive Katsuya. I revive Katsuya. Biofu. Do I have anything that... Oh, I have more. I can do this. Hey, right. Yeah, sure, Biofu, you use Stymphalides for just a little bit. And hit him with a Garula. And then Maya can Mediarama, and we should be good to go. Okay, Holy Light does good damage. We heal. He heals. Okay. Now I'm in the clear for a little bit. I have to say for a little bit, because I do know he has Samaracam. I remember he has Samaracam and will revive his, like, little guys. I don't know how to describe them. And... yeah, this works. And then I can just punch him in the face, I suppose. Oh wow, that fire breath did a lot of damage. Anyway, Wind Slash didn't do all that much in the grand scheme of things. I was hoping for a bit more, so let's go for Dragon Flight instead. So we'll go for Dragon Flight. Maya can switch over to Agrippa. And switch over to Agrippa and just blast him with Agilao. Ulala can just punch him again, and Nanjo can cast Tsukukaja on Katsuya, I think. Because Katsuya, I believe, is weak to Earth right now, so this might be for the best to keep him safe. Okay, so Possession does, like, when they cast Possession, they, like, take themselves out in the process, which isn't too bad for me. I'm gonna have Maya switch over and use Mediorama again to patch everyone else up. We should be okay. Ulala can just keep punching, and then we can go for Dragon Flight with these two. Hopefully nothing bad happens on this one turn. He didn't do anything. Well, that's concerning. Anytime, I know, maybe this is just a me thing, anytime I see a boss have a turn where they just visibly don't do anything, I get a little bit concerned. It's like, okay, why? Why aren't you doing anything? What's happened to you? Like, what shenanigans has caused this? Do I have other ones I could work with as well? I'm not casting Death Ruler. I know I'm not casting Death Ruler. That's... like, that one is not happening. Not today. No siree. Oh yeah, right. Well, I can't do much right now, so I'll have her use an Onusa. I'll have her use an Onusa to get rid of her possession. And who knows, maybe Dragon Flight just kills him this turn. It probably doesn't, he probably has a few more turns left in him. But we'll see. Also, what's this animation look like? That looked a lot less cool than I thought it would. Anyway, we can just torch him. 93, he's still alive. Okay, that's Fire Breath. You know, now that I think about it and actually see that design, that looks a little bit... that looks a bit like the design that Samael has in mainline SMT. Okay, so we got another Tsukukaja up. Tsukukaja are going to be quite helpful. Hopefully it'll help us dodge a bit. We love dodging. We love not getting hit whenever possible. And then we can go for Dragon Flight again. Can I Heavy Rain? Can I Boulder? I can Boulder Smash. No, wait, I don't Boulder Smash. I know he absorbs Earth. I do not want to Boulder Smash. Boulder Smash would be a bad choice. An outright terrible choice, perhaps. So, Mediorama, we heal ourselves back up. We heal up once again. And now, Dragon Flight might be enough to kill. No, we take Earth damage, and we take him out. Fantastic. And we got 14,000 experience. Everyone leveled up. Very nice. So, I'm going to go Vitality, Strength, and Dexterity, I think. And then... okay, Ulala, I think I'm going to start maybe putting her a little bit more towards Vitality soon. And I think Atsuya is doing fine, but I might want to give him a bit more Vitality as well. Aofu, I still don't know what I'm doing with him. And Nanjo, I don't need to worry, because, spoilers, he isn't going to be in the party for that much longer. Damn, this isn't good. In the end, we couldn't find anything out. It seemed to be under a strong mind control, probably a waste to question subordinates. But they're doing the same thing all over the place, right? What are we gonna do? Going one at a time gets us nowhere. Before they do any more damage, we should expose the New World Order publicly. Hiroshima, give our data regarding the New World Order to Matsuoka. We'll leak it to a trustworthy pipeline. It's me, Sneak. I want to ask you one thing. A penthouse was attacked. Was it you? I guess it would be pretty hard to believe me. Very well. Next time I'll shoot for myself. Do as you wish. There's one thing I must say. Wait until after you've heard this. I'll be at the concert hall in Aoba Park. Is it him? Yeah. He wants us to meet him at the concert hall in Aoba Park. Wait a minute, it has to be a trap. You may be right. But I have to find out if he's really trustworthy. We'll see. You probably just want to find out about your father. I'm not getting involved. Do whatever you want, Baofu. Nobody asked you to come along. Maya, I'll be going now. So for this next dungeon, we aren't going to have Katsuya. Hey, what did you say that for? He's one of us. He's our friend. I never thought of him as a friend. Besides, he only irritates me. Hey, I'm getting tired of your shit, Baofu. Get your ass after him, now! Otherwise, you'll be joining our friend on the ground over there. Well, if you put it that way. Fine. I don't care about him, but separating from Maya right now wouldn't be wise. Okay, so, before I finish off today's episode, I might as well try to just round it out to a nice round hour, I suppose. So, let's go to Kismet Publishing, because since we finished another dungeon, we can now go and see if we won anything this time. Please tell me I won something. Battlemaster, didn't win anything. Miracle, didn't win anything. Fantasy World, we won! Another pure white bandana. Man, they're just giving these things away, huh? Like, they're just giving these things away. Like, Fantasy World magazine, did you order too many pure white bandanas? Is that the problem? Okay, now I can also head on over to Narumi and run on over to Ebony and talk to this guy, because we finished the map. Yep. So we can give him the map. Let's see here. This is a very unique map. Please trade it for my card. So we now have the Select Card Set Part 2. So now I'm going to just take the request for the next map. There's nothing special about a park, right? Oh, I guess there isn't a map for the park. So, like, the shopping mall was okay, but the park isn't important. Fair enough. As you do. Ooh, mister, I forgot what your name is. Actually, which card did we get? Because basically, he will give you one very strong card. Okay, we got the Thunderbolt card. So I can now teach Zeodyne to something. That could actually be insanely helpful. Because Zeodyne, well, it's Zeodyne, it's always going to be strong. But with that, I'm going to save and end off today's episode. Next time, we're going to be going through Aoba Park. Hopefully it won't be too bad without Katsuya, because we don't have him with us until we, get to the concert hall. So, yeah, I'm going to end off today's episode here. I don't remember if this is an episode for a Wednesday or a Friday. Given the length of the episode, I'm kind of hoping it's a Friday one. But anyway, I'm going to end off today's episode here. As always, feel free to leave a comment or click any of the buttons down below if you feel so inclined. And I will hopefully see you all next time for more Persona 2 Innocent Sin. Nope. For more Persona 2 Eternal Punishment. Innocent Sin was done ages ago. Anyway, okay, thanks for watching. Later.